They have it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's checking crack. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now it's Carson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From midfield now, here's Wilson, forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the 1st half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial under pressure now? Watson, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bobby Wagner, the former second rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Third and long, it's Watson. He's got his tight end, it's Fells. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, check. 57.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
55. Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On first down, Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. And
that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36. It's caught. It's Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down. First and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Again, it's Watson. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for three, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get three, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Check 55 to Mike. I got you.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, Carson. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people